topic. Experiences, I guess people term them experiences. I have a little difficulty with it because I like to immerse myself in the whole experience, and individual pieces of the jigsaw puzzle, for want of a better word, add to that experience or take away from it. I've tried to find some highlights, and I'm not going to do the 27 best things you must know about Tasmania. These are just our highlights. Really only two things detracted from the experience: the Wicked Witch of Wynyard and the Dickhead from Dubbo. Videos on each one of those experiences, but gee, I don't let trivial, small-minded people affect me too much. I've been around the sun too many times to let that grate on me. Difficult to put together individual stuff, but we'll have a go. The first one that comes to mind is the Gordon Dam Lake Pedder. Just gives you one of those overwhelming feelings. I could easily go there again, multiple occasions. Great place, and not just the dam, the whole drive from particularly the southern end of Lake Pedder, the views, the mountain ranges, right up to the dam and Strathgordon. The South Bruni drive was great, particularly the raw, unadulterated coldness of Cloudy Bay. This is what I came for. Eastern wind off the south. Man, is it cold here. That's something that'll stick in my mind for a long time. Cockle Creek, another great day. Been wanting to go there for a long time. Would be great to camp down there. It was just a bit wet, so we gave it a miss. But another spectacular area of the island. Southport too, rates a mention. Another place I could live. Remote, cold, water views. The West Coast just does it for me, but not so much the big towns like Strawn. We're more into places like Granville Harbour. I think there's a population of 22 or 23 there. Trial Harbour, population about the same. Beautiful places. Easy to get to Granville Harbour. It's not hard to get to Trial Harbour, but a bit of gravel driving, narrow road. You wouldn't tow down there for all the money in China. Other places on the west coast, and again not towns, Macquarie Heads and the Macquarie Heads campground. Those houses on the southern entrance of Hell's Gates particularly interest me. Isolated, not many of them, and certainly no gazetted or mapped roads that we could find to get to them, so you may need a boat to do your shopping. But again, I could live there. A rugged, wild Arthur River, Cooter Rocks, number of little village type settlements with no shops and I assume not many services, scattered along the west coast. Beautiful places along the rugged west coast. Tarkine's another great place to visit. Of course, we're lucky. We think we're lucky. We go in the winter time. There's very little traffic, very few people. Can be quite wet, which can limit where you can go, where you can get to. But we find it great to do it without people. The Table Cape Tulip Farm. Been wanting to go here for years, just never been in Tasmania at the right time. So it starts up late September and the big tulip festival early October. So this particular trip we planned to be there when the tulip farm was open. Low cost entertainment, 10, 15 bucks each, can't remember. Great day. Getting into the nitty gritty stuff now. Ben Lomond National Park and Jacob's Ladder. I could pitch a tent and live the rest of my life there, I can tell you. What a place. My wife may not live with me, but I have images of this place burned on my brain forever. Just outstanding, and it could only get better with snow. Cold, brutally cold. My style of place. Views to die for, views to die for. And on our final full day in Tasmania, the Cressy Poatina driving experience. Now we made this up as we went along, to be honest. We weren't planning on driving up the Western Tier. Views out of Poatina, great bakery to lunch at in Cressy, and then we just decided, well, we'll head up the Tier. Wow, what a view. What a great last day. Hard to describe, not sure the photos and video do it any justice, but just mesmerising looking out across the valley. The paid stuff, part of the experience I suppose, but the Wineglass Bay cruise, it was okay. Unbelievable views of the rugged coastline as you head around to Wineglass Bay. Maria Island, as I stated in the Maria Island video, we would probably do that differently if we did that again and take the other boat and get the view from the water. If we're going to go to Maria Island itself, stay on Maria Island for a few days and not be in such a rush to cover some of the walking tracks or biking tracks, whichever's your preferred mode of transport. Arthur River Cruise, also good, but only one paid experience in the super highlight reel, and that's the Table Cape Tulip Farm experience. There's plenty to do without punching out a lot of cash. There's nothing wrong with punching out a lot of cash, but it's just not the be all and end all of the world. So that's where we sit on it. As I said, no 7 this and 10 places you must visit in Tasmania. You got to make up your own mind. Roll with the punches. Everybody's interested in different things. If everybody's not interested in different things, it's going to be a pretty ordinary sort of a world. Anyway, that's how we roll, and that's what we enjoyed and got amongst while we were circumnavigating Tasmania. Circumnavigating perhaps is the wrong word.